Yeah. Good morning. The topic of the day is similarity, that is geometry lesson number 1. Now, everyone is aware of the concept what is ratio. When we say ratio, we mean to say A is to B or A upon B. Now, I'll need this term word ratio basically because what I'm going to talk about is area of a triangle. Now, again, area of the triangle, we know the formula, it is half base into height. So, where your base of the triangle and the height is the perpendicular which has been drawn to it. So if I consider now two figures in front of me, I have triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In triangle ABC, you can see AD is perpendicular drawn to BC. So AD is called as the height, BC is the base. For triangle PQR, PS is perpendicular to QR. So PS is the height and QR is the base. So when you talk about area triangle ABC, it is half BC into AD, and area triangle PQR is half QR into PS. That's base into height. Now when you take the ratio of the two, as I told you, ratio is A is to B. So when you take the ratio of area triangle ABC to area triangle PQR from 1 and 2, what will happen? The half part will get cancelled and you are left with BC into AD upon QR into PS. So from this we come to property 1. Okay, this property is important, which says that A1 upon A2 is B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. So when I say it in words, it says that the ratio of the areas of two triangle is equal to the ratio of the product of the corresponding base and the height. The ratio of the product of the corresponding base and the height. Similarly, now we come to a condition here, condition 1. If the heights of both the triangles are equal, then what will happen now? If the heights are equal, then what is going to happen, children? Now, see, your area of triangle ABC was half BC into AD. Area of triangle PQR is half QR into PS. So when you did a half, half got cancelled. Similarly, now if the heights are equal, means if AD is equal to PS, even AD and PS will get cancelled in this. So what will you get? A new condition. The condition will be area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQR will be BC into QR, BC upon QR. That means it is areas are proportional to their bases if the heights are equal. So if the heights of both the triangles are equal, then the areas are proportional to the bases. So A1 upon A2 will be equal to B1 upon B2 if the heights H1 is equal to H2. Then you have a condition 2. What if the bases of both the triangles are same? जैसे तुमने ऊपर देखा कि heights are same. So areas are proportional to bases. उसी तरह if the bases are same, then the areas will be proportional to the heights. So A1 upon A2 will be H1 upon H2 if the bases are same, if B1 is equal to B2. So remember this condition, what happens when the heights are same, areas are proportional to the bases. If the bases are same, then areas are proportional to the height. So I'll give you one activity there. Here. So we now move on to one solved example there again. I can see two triangles ABC and another triangle is DBC. For ABC, the base is BC, AF is the height. For DBC, the base is BC and the height is DF. Obtuse angle triangle mein the height is outside the triangle. And they have given me the values of AE as 4 and DF as 6. So what will happen now? In this case, the bases are same. So A1, which property I'm going to use? A1 upon A2 is H1 upon H2. So here, area triangle ABC upon area triangle DBC, the second triangle, is AE upon DF. And I know the value of AE and DF. How much is the value? 4 and 6. So to write it properly, here I'm writing it. It's 4 upon 6, which is nothing but 2 upon 3. Okay, so this is the first sum. Now similarly we move on to the next question. Be careful when you read when the triangles are overlapping each other. Now they have given me some values there. They have told me that BC is 15, DC is 6. So automatically I will get BD, which is nothing but 15 minus 6, and the answer is 9. So 9 was nowhere in the question. Okay, now I got the value of 9. You just have to mention it by betweenness. You got the value 9. Now they have asked me first question. What is area triangle ABD? So immediately you will look at the base BD. You will look at the height AD. Understood? So first just understand the base and the height. Now look at triangle ABC. If you look at the base triangle ABC, which is a big triangle, the base is BC and the height is AD. That means their heights are same. And if the heights are same, you know A1 upon A2 is B1 upon B2. So let me take the base of ABD, the base is BD, ABC, the base is again BC. So the values I'm going to put 9 upon 15, which is 3 upon 5. Similarly, the second question asked to me is area triangle ABD, जो अभी हमने लिया था, where the base is BD and the height is AP. Similarly, ADC triangle now, ADC. The base is DC and the height is AP because it's an obtuse angle triangle. So it is going to be BD upon DC and it is 9 upon 6, which is equal to 2 upon 3 upon 2. So this is your answer for the second activity there. So I move on to the third question there, which is between the two parallel lines. So triangle quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Now in this particular parallelogram, remember that the distance between the two parallel lines is always equal. So if you consider the height DQ, wherever you can draw it. But for a parallelogram, the height with distance between the two parallel lines is the same. So you have so many triangles who have equal areas because you will see that even their bases are same. Now if you look at triangle BAC and triangle BDC, can you see that? I repeat, triangle BAC where the base is BC, BDC where the base is BC. So now height already same, their bases are also same. So what will happen? They will have equal area. So which property I'm going to use now? See here, A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 if the heights are same. But what if B1 and B2 is also the same? Then they will also get cancelled. So A1 upon A2 will be 1 upon 1. That means when you cross multiply, A1 is equal to A2. So which are the other triangles which have equal areas? Now I'll take base as PC. Look at PC and look at the two triangles now. APAC and PDC. If you see, which I've shaded it here, PAC and PDC, they both have the same base and they lie between the two parallel lines. So even their areas will be equal. Now I can take one more if you want. ABD, look at the triangle ABD where the base is AD. Look at triangle ACD. Again, the base is same. So even their areas will be equal. So when our area is equal, when the bases are also same and the heights are also same. Now why the heights are same? Because they lie between the two parallel lines. Okay, we move on to the fourth solved example. This sum is exactly similar to your sum which I have earlier done it. Now if you look in the figure, they have given me the value of AC as 16. They have given me the value of DC which is 9. So with the help of betweenness, I'm going to get the value of AD which is 7. Okay? Now I can again see triangle ABD where the base is AD and BP is the height. I can see triangle BDC where the base is DC and the height is BP again, and ABC where the base is AC and BP is the height. So एक बार देख लेने के बाद पता चलता है कि height is same in all the cases. So let us ask you a question. What is area triangle ABD, that is ABD? So immediately look at the base AD and ABC, that means the base AC. So the answer is going to be AD upon AC and the answer is 7 upon 16. Similarly, area triangle BDC. So BDC, the base is DC and upon area triangle ABC where the base is AC. So it is 9 upon 16. Then area triangle ABD. ABD मतलब तुम्हारा ये वाला triangle जिसमें base AD है, और area triangle BDC जिसमें base कौन सा है? DC. So it's AD upon DC which is 7 upon 9. So which property have you used in this year? It is A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 because their heights are same. Understand this? And with this, the solved examples get over. We'll quickly revise all the properties which I've told so far. So just understand, I'll just move the page properly. Yeah. So the first one we studied that the ratio of the areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of the product of their bases and the corresponding height. Matlab A1 upon A2 is B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Then we studied areas of triangles with equal height. So A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 because their heights are same. Then areas of the triangle are equal to the bases. Equal bases are proportional to the corresponding heights. That means A1 upon A2 is H1 upon H2 if the bases are same. And if both bases and heights are same, then A1 upon A2 is 1 upon 1. That is A1 is equal to A2. Remember all these properties, and we start with the first exercise of this chapter, which is a very simple exercise. Just understand properly which are the bases and which are the corresponding height. Now in the first sum, they have given me the base and the height of the first triangle, 9 and 5. The base and the height of the second triangle, which is 10 and 6. So what is the ratio of the areas? So A1 upon A2 will be equal to your first property, B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. I know the base, I know the height, I know the base, I know the height. Just put the values, cancel whatever is getting cancelled, and the answer is 3 upon 4. Question was find the ratio of the areas of the triangle. So remember, whenever ratio of the areas of triangle come, consider the base and the heights of the triangle. There is one more topic on area of the triangle which will come to it later on in the further part of the chapter. Now if you look at the second sum, there are two triangles, एक ऊपर है एक नीचे. One is triangle ABC, the other is triangle BAD. Now if you see properly पता चल जाता है कि इसमें base AB is the same. ये CB is the height of the ऊपर वाला triangle and AD is the height of the नीचे वाला triangle. So immediately the property comes in my mind, that is A1 upon A2 is H1 upon H2 because their bases are same. So area triangle ABC upon area triangle ADB is going to be CB upon AD, and that's going to be 4 upon 8, which is nothing but 1 upon 2. So this is your second sum. Moving to the third sum. Now in the third sum, you just be careful and look at the triangle which I've shaded. We're looking at triangle PQR. If you catch it properly, PQR, then if you see PR is the base and QT is the height. But when you hold it upright as we have holded it right now, I can again see for triangle PRQ, which is an obtuse angle triangle, RQ is the base and PS is the height. I hope you can see that. So एक ही triangle में ये base है तो तब ये height है. अगर ये base है RQ तो PS is the height. Repeat again. If you consider PR as the base, QT is the height. If you consider RQ as the base, then PS is the height. So what you can do is, एक ही triangle है. So if I take the ratio, so area of triangle, I'm going to do it by two methods. Triangle area of triangle PRQ by normal way, half base into height. So I can use base 12, I can use the height QT and keep it. Then again I find the area of the triangle, I take the base as RQ6 and PS as the height. I can calculate the value of the area. So if you use that method, I've done it here. Thoda sa in a complex area of triangle PRQ. So I've taken the base as RQ and the height as PS. So it is half into 6 into 6, which is 80. So keep it with you. Then again area of the triangle where I've taken the base as PR and the height as QT. So I'm using the area from above 18 is half into 12 into QT. So cross multiply 18 into 2 upon 12 and I get QT is 3. So this is one way of doing it. Or we could have done it. We found the areas, right? Take the ratio of the areas. So half to pehle hi cut ho jata hai. It is PR into QT, base into height upon base into height. But the areas are same. Why? PRQ. So ye 1 ho jayega is equal to 12 into QT upon 6 into 6. Cross multiply it properly and you will get the value of QT is 3. So कोई भी मेथड से करो, the answer is going to be the same. इसमें एक ही triangle है, सिर्फ अलग अलग base और height लेना है. Then we come to the fourth sum. In the fourth sum, we have triangle ABC. Again, it's a parallelogram distance between the two parallel lines. If you remember, the height is going to be the same. So I have two triangles ABC and DBC. Here the height is AD and the base is BC. For triangle DBC, the base is BC and the height is DQ. But you know that it's a parallelogram, so AP is equal to DQ. Why? Because the distance between the two parallel lines is always the same. They have asked me what is area triangle ABC. Move your hands, where BC is the base, AP is the height. Upon BCD, where the base is BC and the height again consider again AP only. It's DQ, but it is AP because it's the distance between the parallel lines. So here the bases are same. Which are the bases? BC. Which are the heights? AP and DQ. So they are also the same. So if the base and the height is same, what will happen? A1 upon A2 will be 1 upon 1. And thus area triangle ABC upon area triangle BCD will be 1 upon 1 because their bases are same, their heights are same. Why the heights are same? It's the distance between the parallel lines. So question asked was what is the ratio of the area? The answer is 1 upon 1, or you can just write the answer as 1. Coming to the last question there, and they have asked me, if you look in the figure now, they have asked me the ratio of the area. So you have to just be careful, consa triangle, consa base and consa height. So looking at the figure properly children, yeah. So Pehले we'll go from the question only. We'll directly start with the question. They've asked me triangle PQB. So immediately look at triangle PQB, the small triangle there, where BQ is the height, BQ is the base and PQ is the height. So immediately write the base and the height. Now they're asking me triangle PBC. So I'll just move my hands, PBC, where the base is BC and the height is PQ. So PQ gets cancelled and the height is same. Directly you can write the property, but I have done it for understanding. So PQ, you can directly write the answer BQ upon BC because their heights are same. A1 upon A2 is B1 upon B2. Now similarly look at the second triangle. Triangle PBC. Now if you look at triangle PBC, where is the triangle PBC? The base is BC and height is PQ. So it's going to be BC into PQ. Then ABC, the bada triangle. So the base is BC and the height is AD. So BC into AD. So it's going to be, here again the BC gets cancelled and your answer is PQ upon AD. Here the property which I've used is A1 upon A2 is H1 upon H2 because their bases are same. I have a third question there which says that triangle ABC. So immediately ABC pe jao. Base is BC and the height is AD. Then triangle ADC. The base is DC and the height is AD. So abhi kya same hai? Height is same. So it is going to be BC upon DC as the answer because their heights are same, areas are proportional to the bases. Then ADC. Move your hands. ADC, where DC is the base and AD is the height. Then PQC. PQC. The base is QC and the height is PQ. So यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं कट हो रहा है. So first property is this DC into AD upon QC into PQ. So A1 upon A2 is B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. With this, the exercise 1.1 gets over. So with this, I will stop this particular video and move on to the next. Thank you, children.